Hello and welcome to tutorial 218, and in this tutorial we're going to be using the time and sales provider to create an indicator that shows for a specific bar the largest trade for that bar and also the ratio between the trades at bid divided by the trades at ask. And what I'm also doing is just plotting the value of the trades at bid and the trades at ask. So just taking, for example, this 45-second chart of the E-mini Dow Jones continuous contract, you'll see here that I've got printing here the biggest trade on the top bar. The program incidentally is applied twice, and what I've done, I've set an input, and if it's set to false we get the largest trade. If it's set to true, then we get the value of the trades at bid, the trades at ask, and the value of the ratio of the two, which is a little bit difficult to see in some cases, but you can move your mouse over that and you can see that in the plots. So let's just have a look at how program is developed, and as I say, we're using a time and sales provider. As with all the providers, one way of doing this is to double click on the time and sales provider, and then in the time and sales provider you can change the various settings to what you want to be. You can set up an update event, for example. You just double click in this area here and then go to, having done that, which I'm not going to do right now, but having done that, you can go to the designer generated code and copy this and put it in your program. So I'm not going to do that again. It's going to take too much time. I just want to quickly go through the program. So I've got a time and sales provider set up, which I've called TSP, and we are taking the symbol that we're looking at on the chart. We want trades to be true, bids to be true, asks to be true. We're not interested in ticks back. I've just set that to ticks back of 1. Because we're going to be doing all of this in real time. We're also telling it, are we on an exchange or local time, and we are loading the TSP, and as you can see we've got an update event. I've got all of this in a one statement. So what happens when we get the update event? Well, this is where we see the reason that we've added an update. And incidentally, we've got it, the program set so that we're not going to get a partial bar. So what I've done is I've set up a little routine that tells us when we've got a new bar, a bar that can develop, and we can run the program for that bar so that we're not using a semi-complete bar. So when we've got an update event, it's a full bar we're starting with, and then we get the value of the size, args.data.size, same for price, and the same for the tick type. So if first of all, if the tick type is an ask or a bid, then what we do, we put in the price in appropriately, last ask price and last bid price. These incidentally are set to intrabar persist variables, as you can see here, and then so that's if it's an ask or a bid. And then if it's a trade, we make the assumption here that if the price is less than or equal to the last bid price, then we increment the trade bid count by 1. Again, trade bid count is an intrabar persist variable. Else, if the price is greater or equal to the last ask price, then we increment the trade ask count by 1, and that again is an intrabar persist variable. And you'll see I've included some commentary here, including why these assumptions could result in some misclassifications. So having got that data, what we can do now is we can, if it is a real-time bar and we have started, then we can start plotting. And as I said at the beginning, if the ratio input is set to true, then we plot the ratio of the trade bid count divided by ask trade house count, and also the trade bid count and the negative value of the trade house count. If, however, the ratio is false, then we are plotting the largest trade vol that has occurred during that particular bar, and then at the end of the bar we reset all these values, the trade house count, trade bid count and largest trade vol to 0. Now what you do need to be aware of in this program is, in order to keep it as simple as possible, I've made it real time. So if we were to verify the program, well, let's just go back to the chart briefly. You'll see that we've got bars there that have been developing over the last whatever period of time. But if I go to the program now and verify it, then we go back to the chart, you'll see that those bars have disappeared, and they're going to start redeveloping for the real-time bars that are occurring now. So there is no way in this simple program to store data that's been already calculated. If you were interested in doing something like that, what I suggest you do is you could go to the Markplex site, and if you look up time and sales, you could see that I've done some work. Program 81 talks about this, program 80, and you'll see a technique there where I actually store values using the stream writer, the stream reader, so that we could, having calculated values, we can then bring them back onto the chart, and if the chart is, or if the program is re-verified. Anyway, hopefully you might find this useful, and at least the technique involved in the tutorial. Please consider joining GoldPass, and also if you're not already, please subscribe to the Markplex YouTube channel.